Be good. Be very good.
So I was doing a training earlier today,
Mhm.
and another reason for this book is my goal is to genuinely help small business. I feel as though that we need to save small local business because that's what makes up 99% of the US economy.
Mhm.
There's a lot of corporations who are just coming in and drop shipping businesses in these smaller towns, and they end up sucking up a bunch of that local revenue. Well, nothing against them, but that money doesn't really stay local. That goes to their corporate, profits, their corporate expenditures, and they may or may not sponsor, little league teams, or they may or may not sponsor soccer
Yeah,
teams. You know where I'm going with
I do.
this.
Yeah.
As many times as you've toured, I know you've seen it.
No. Yeah.
And then you see businesses that are boarded up. You see businesses that aren't functioning anymore. And what really bothers me are
Close
like
down,
those legacy ones that have been like for 40 years, they've been
and they're
strong,
gone.
and
They're gone.
the whole landscape has changed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We were talking about it, and the fact that this little guy right here in 20 years has completely changed the way consumers make a decision.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate that thing. If I could throw this thing across the room and never have to deal with it again, I'd be
Yeah,
better for it. I'd
I
be
think a
good
lot
for
of
it.
us
I'd
would.
like to go back to pagers, please.
Right.
I'd like to go back to
What was
pagers.
your pager number? Like, because we
Oh,
all had that code. We all
I
had that
know,
code
right?
of
We had a
like,
code. I can't tell you my code. I don't
all
even
right, all right.
remember
I'm
my
just
code.
asking. It's not like
I
I was
don't
looking
remember the
for.
code. I know my mother had a code for me. She was like, if you see this in here, you better go ahead and get home right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that. I mean, oh,
Hmm.
well, with
And
the days, but I mean, yeah, you know what? I appreciate what you've done. So let me ask you a question. You've written your
Mhm.
book, you put it under your publishing company so that you can keep your rights. You've got everything kind of, taken care of. Paperwork is all set up so that you get what you get and that's no one else has their hand in the pot per se. But can someone submit their stuff to you as a publishing company, or is this just for you?
100%. That is the goal. As we're getting everything together, we are very motivated about working with new authors. I feel as though that actually I know this. I lost a week because I did the editing and the formatting of my book to make sure that it was an easy read. It's what are you looking at me like that for?
I couldn't do it.
Uh,
I
and
got
I lit
somebody for that.
right. Well, and that's kind of what happened at the end. I had a couple pages that the formatting just wasn't right.
Yeah.
In the header, it was too close to the top. I'd do everything right, and then I'd put it over into a PDF, and then it would just move it around.
Yes, I went through that.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
that's the reason why I have somebody for that.
it
Yeah.
and so my whole thing is just like IID activity, I imitated what other people were doing. I spent hours at Barnes and Nobles looking at like the copyright page and the formatting just to be like, oh, that's what they're doing. All
Mhm.
right, I got it. Penguin, get out of here.
That's why I got somebody for that.
Right.
I don't have to think about that. But I understand where you're coming from. You do have to even though I have someone for that, that doesn't mean that I haven't studied it. It doesn't mean that I
Mhm.
haven't put the hours in because I did.
Right.
The reason I got somebody for that is because I couldn't get it right.
Or, like you said, to duplicate because
Yes.
what and then that way, if somebody does come to you and they're like, oh, yeah, we can't do that. That's not the way it works. And you're like, well,
Right.
okay, first off, you're fired. Number two, it does work this way because I do know what I'm talking about. And this is the way we're going to do it. Thank you for your
Exactly.
time. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Don't lie to
Yeah.
me again.
Good. That's why I have somebody that we talk.
Right.
We talk. We make sure it works out. She tells me what it
Exactly.
is, and we go through it. And she's like, "Okay, I can do this. I can do that. Can't do this because this is that. And here is that and that." And she's like, she explains it to me, which I appreciate. If you have someone that tells you it can't be done like that, then okay, excuse you, but
Time
Why?
for a new person.
Why? Well,
Why?
it just
Yes.
can't. If they give me a reason like, oh, it just can't, then yeah, you got to go.
Mm-hmm.
You got to
Yeah,
go.
because that's not that growth
Communication.
mindset.
Yeah, yeah, communication. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But I love what you've done. I love, love, love Purpose of Precision Publishing Media LLC. I love that. I love the logo. I love it because it says so much. How did you come up with the logo, by the way? You have a microphone. You have this. I mean, tell me about this logo.
Yeah. So initially, I had seen an iteration of it,
Hmm.
and from that point, for me, it makes sense because that's why I put publishing and media.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm going to write it out, as you can see the pen on the bottom of the microphone, but then you have to talk about it,
Hmm.
right? And then, being a military guy, I don't care which direction you want to go. We can help you get there, just like the compass rose, right? You want to go east instead of west. You
Yeah.
want to go northeast, northwest. We got you.
Hmm.
Like, we figured it out. So
Wow.
we can take it in whatever direction you want to go. And here's something else that I realized.
Hmm.
It's not best writing author, it's best selling author.
Yes.
And that's why you have to get on shows like this. And that's why you have to speak about your work. Because then from that point, you can talk about what you did.
Yeah.
Because then that helps with, sales, which then, the social proof comes from that.
Hmm.
More people are like, "Oh, I keep seeing this guy everywhere, and I keep seeing this book, Five Types of Consumers." I mean, granted, he's handsome and the book is beautiful on the cover, but like, what does it really mean, right?
Right.
And so from that point, that's why once I hit that in my head that it's best selling, not best writing,
Yeah.
it's got to be a product.
It's got to
So,
be. It's definitely got to be. We have that book up there, Five Hidden Consumer Types and Skyrocket Your Business. I absolutely you went through this. You have identified the five hidden consumer types by being out in that field. When you did come up with this book, tell me about what struck you. Like, oh my gosh, I have to write this book. I know that it was the people,
mhm,
but there is a moment in everyone's life where there's like this switch.
mhm.
Where was the switch? Where did this happen for you?
So I've been working on this for quite a while, and the pieces have been just slowly coming together. I wanted to release it last year, but for some reason it just didn't feel right. Right? I
Mm.
imagine like when you write a song or you guys are about to do something and you're just like, "This is it," but then you're like,
Yeah,
"Something ain't
yeah,
right. Something ain't right." I know you're about
yeah.
to drop a new song, and from that point, I imagine you guys spend a lot of time on making that happen.
You don't even know. Uh, don't
And
remind
so right. And so for me, it was always there because I mean, even just this interview I appreciate, but you can see the depth in which I do things. I'm not surface level. So if I'm going to bring something to the world, it's going to be military grade, military quality. And I can't talk to everybody. But if my book lands in the hands of somebody to help them cut the learning curve, they spend time reading it, which it's a fast, easy read. It's almost written more like a workbook to
me. Hmm.
understand what people are looking for and how to attract them and then what to do. It's very actionable. And so the goal is if somebody can read the book, get up to speed on the way I do things as a consultant and as a marketer and a strategic planner, well, then when I'm helping businesses, we can go that much faster because I'm
Yeah,
not having to spend hours explaining them. And then that has to settle into their mindset. And then that
yeah.
has to solidify. It's so
It's
this
too
book,
slow.
right. So
It's just
this
too slow. Yeah.
this book is candidly, and we were talking about, earlier running amok, but You know that scene, and everyone's kind of seen it, where you're just going fast down a dry, bumpy road, and
Okay.
you're just booking, right? And
Hmm.
all of a sudden, as you're driving, you look back and you can't even see where you were because the
The
dust
dust.
is
Yeah.
everywhere. But then you stop, maybe have a snack, kind of look around, or even a couple days, and then the dust is settled, and you're like, wow, look at these amazing views.
Hmm.
That's kind of how I wrote this book. It's kind of like climbing up a mountain or going down a really dusty road, and I'm sitting right next to you. And by the way, I am doing my Audible and I'm narrating it so somebody can be in the car with
I
me.
love Audible. Yes, darling. Yes.
And then that way, when the dust does settle and people are thinking about, oh man, I should do this instead of this. I should make my logo prominent on everything, right?
Hmm.
And I appreciate you bringing up my logo because you think about it. Starbucks,
Yeah.
Under Armour, right? Nike, Adidas, all of those logos, I'm sure popped into your head as I was saying it.
Actually, mine did. I mean, I'm just gonna be selfish and say, I wonder if yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Right. But for most people, when I say that, they're like, yeah, I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, because they look at all the other logos, which means that they don't really have themselves together and
It-
their image, their branding together. If they're thinking about other logos besides their own, I go straight to mine, which
right,
is a habit that I guess if somebody says your logo, you go straight to your logo.
right,
You don't think of one, at Nike or Adidas or
right.
Target or anything like that. You think of your own, and that means you're really working on your branding. So yeah,
Exactly. And a lot of times what I notice is that you walk up to a business and you'll see the logo 15 times. You'll see it on the sign, you'll see it on the windows, you'll see it outside the door. People got their uniforms and it's got the logo and might be even on the napkins, on the flyer, everywhere, right?
hmm,
But then you look at them online and the pictures, a lot of them are just like junk or
yeah,
like from a consumer, right? Like, and they think they're all slick with their cell phone pictures and helping. But a lot of times, if somebody's in a new area and that's the first picture they see, they're not seeing the actual physical location. They're just taking and making a decision based on what's available online.
yeah,
And that's why I drive it home really hard that your online digital property is some of the most important things that you can have for your business in this day and age. And
yeah.
it's only going to get worse.
Cool. I want to go back to street teams.
Little pickup, right?
What? So
A little
that
bit
the
of
car trunk. You're like, how many books you want? Pop your trunk.
yep, yep, yep,
No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, that was the day. That was
yep.
you were a local person until you weren't. And it was I don't know if it was harder or if word of mouth traveled better you
Right.
know um but yeah, I understand where you're coming from, and I absolutely, like I said, I love the book. I love the formatting of the book, Unlock the Five Hidden Consumer Types. I think that when you were talking about the dirt road, and you said the dirt road and you get pick up the dust and all that, I mean, there are a lot of roads where I live. And you go down this rock street, it's rocks, and there's dips and valleys and puddles in this rock. And we just go, and by the time you stop, it's like your car is dusty. You got to get a car, you got to get a car wash. My whole thing was, because I've been on those dirt roads before, those rock roads, looking ahead, going, I don't feel like driving that. that's that's usually the thing. Oh man, I gotta turn around and go back the other way because
Right.
there's dead end. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, but you don't realize that the rocks have damaged underneath your car, which damaged your psyche, because a lot of those rocks are being thrown back at you as you go along. And
Hmm.
to me, those are people coming at you with, oh, You can't do that. That can't be done. You should never do that. You should never write that book. That book is never going to be a success. Yeah, that book's been out. You know how many times they've done that? And it's like, yeah, you know what? I'm tossing you back into the rock street because
Honest.
you got those pits and those valleys, you got those people hitting you with the rocks and everything. So that's why I appreciate what you've done. You've not paid attention to those people, not let those people deter you. And not only that, you've written a book, so you have the book, right? So you
Mhm.
have your book, but now you also have your own publishing company. So you've told them to eat rocks in many different ways, if I should say it like that.
No, it's 100% true. Actually, my wife got me like that,
Mm.
and we were kind of having one of those marital discussions one night, just how it is, and we might have been fasting a little too long, and the hunger bugs might have been popping out. But she says something. She goes, "Yeah, and what about your book? By the time you get it out, it's not even going to be relevant anymore." And I was like, okay, hold my beer. That was that ultimate hold my beer moment. And let me
Oh,
show you. Let me,
wow.
okay, cool. You took it to that level?
You
All
did.
right.
I know she did because my husband does that with my songs. You're getting older. You're not getting any younger. By the
Yeah.
time you put it out, ain't nobody gonna really relate to it anymore. I'm like, I
Oh,
don't even
don't
pay
pull.
attention to him now. He's like,
Right.
babe, when are you gonna do the next song? I just finished the last one, just like yesterday. It's not
Right.
even out yet, and you're already ready for me to do the next one when I have to
Right.
actually promote this one. There's a
Hmm.
time you have to put something out and promote it.
Right.
Then you want, okay, put something out and promote it. You
Yep.
can't just put something out, put something out, put something out, nobody's seeing it.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
then, come on.
Yep.
So yeah, no, I'm yo, we brothers and sisters right here.
I
So,
got you.
okay.
Wonder Twin Towers activate.
Yes.
You know, and
My gosh.
And so for me, that's one of the things that I really love about this is that candidly, I wrote it in a way that it's timeless.
Hmm.
I wrote it in a way that by understanding the human psychology and the way the human makes a decision, it's ultimately not about gimmicks or tricks or what's the latest fad. It's
Hmm.
more so about truly understanding old school way how you're supposed to talk to folks, right?
Right.
Like even just looking them in the eye and shaking their hand,
Hmm.
standing up tall, doing what you do, right? Like when we were kids, we had a set of rules how we had to.
What rules? You have rules?
Oh, but when your mama did take you though to see her friends, oh, see, now all of a sudden. Oh, now you know.
You better. You kidding me? Um,
Yep.
you need to go to the bathroom. No, I don't. I don't need to go to the bathroom.
Yep. Yep.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
I'm I'm glad I still have my ears from getting
Yeah, what
pulled
you
or
talking about? The ears hurt. Get
yep.
the switch. And make sure that switch, you take off
Oh,
the
yeah.
leaves. You better make sure
Oh.
that's not a little switch. Because if that thing breaks in the
Mm.
middle of them syllabalizing their beating on your behind, you
Yep.
know you better.
Mm. Yep.
You better. And it breaks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over. They start all over
It's
again.
done. It's
Okay,
done.
go get another switch. You better
Yep.
make sure it's good this time.
You know, and nowadays, little kids are like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna call CPS and blah blah blah." I'd be like, "Okay, cool, go ahead. Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Your ass needs a whooping is what you need." Excuse me. I know
My
you can cut that out.
no, no, you can do that. Listen, my children, the bathroom was still a viable option. Okay. But listen, my son one day when it was kindergarten and we had to go to the store and pick up some food. And we were very young. I was 20 years old, 20,
Mm,
21. And I just started, working, getting out on my own and all that stuff. My husband and
mhm,
I, we were just starting off. We had great help, but there were things that we needed to do, and we had a very tight budget. Okay,
mhm.
tight, tight, tight
Yeah.
budget. Okay, so I take him to the store. We're going for macaroni and cheese. So we're gonna get some macaroni and some cheese. We're not gonna get macaroni and cheese put together already. We're getting macaroni and cheese.
Right.
Okay,
Right. That
right.
block.
Right. So we go in the store. We're gonna get the macaroni and cheese. I got food stamps at this time. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just gonna get the things that we need to get so that we can eat for the week. It
Right.
was Monday. I know that because it was the first day of the week. Go into the store. My son sees this other little kid with his parents. "Oh, get whatever you want. It's
Oh.
okay." So he gets cookies and cupcakes, and my son looks at him and says, "I want cookies." I said, "You get macaroni and cheese." He started throwing a tantrum. "I
Oh.
want cookies." I stood there like this.
I'm
He
all,
was on the floor cleaning it. Cause that's how I look. I mean, somebody
yep.
don't you don't even need to clean that part of the floor anymore. He on the floor
Right.
cleaning and wiping the floor and everything. I stood there. I said, "Okay, you have one choice." He knows the bathroom, but
Mm-hmm.
all his little friends are here. I
Think you
said,
slick.
embarrassment in front of your little friends is the best option. So I let him do it. All the parents looking at me like, "What's she gonna do? Is she gonna do anything?" I just stood there. We at the entrance of the store.
Mm.
Entrance. We ain't even going in yet. He finished. He's crying up. So I said, "You done?" I said, "It's my turn." I said, "I want a good job." People start clapping. His friends, hey, mom, it's okay. I'm not done. I let you do it. It's my turn. I want $1 million. I work hard. I I went down the list of stuff I wanted, and all the girl, you better speak it. You better speak it, girl. You better speak it. I want that too. Parents walking by me, the kids looking at him laughing. I said,
Mm.
"Now I'm done. Now we gonna do this again? Never, never, mom. I'm good." I said, "I thought so. You got that out of your system?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Did you get yours out?" I said, "Yes, I did." I said, "I'm good. You good?" He said, "I'm good. Never gonna happen again." Okay. Because
It is the best.
sometimes they know the bathroom. They know they're gonna get
Oh.
a beating, but the embarrassment in
Mm-hmm.
front my mom did that to me a lot.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
so I think when you say you're going to do something in front of people and they haven't done what they want to do, they
Mm-hmm.
doubt everybody else.
Yeah.
Or they feel like it's a rush on their lives to get what they want to get done. So now they put that same rush on you. And sometimes I don't think it's really malice as much as it is a reflection of what they are doing or not doing or how far along they think they have or how
Mm-hmm.
long they think they have to do it. So they're pushing that on us. And by the arguments and the discussions, I should say, that we
Yep.
have between getting your book out, getting your music out, I think that's the way I take it. Like, okay, I understand, I got it, but that doesn't push me any harder than what I can go.
Yep. I have definitely seen, and I'm sure you there's I've learned to see, and I've learned this other side of humans, where when you do accomplish something, all those people who you thought were in your corner and who you thought who were super promoters and were going to be there for you, all of a sudden they're a little quiet, or like you said, it's not even about me or like what I accomplished. The
Yeah,
comment is about them and what they haven't done.
exactly. And they put that on you.
Yes,
And so it becomes like, when are you going to do something? No, I think you're talking about yourself. Are
exactly.
you okay? Because
Yep.
that's the way I put it. And people are like, "Why are you trying to psychologically analyze me?" I'm like, "I'm not trying to do that. But apparently you have a problem going on somewhere in there to try and put that on me because I don't have the problems."
Exactly. That's yeah. And so
Yeah.
and then the best part is, right? Where I'm at and what I realized is I'm done telling people what to do because no one's going to listen anyways.
Hey, thank you.
But if I give you information and you're free to use it, just like the guy standing next to you is free to use it, and then the guy over there or the counterpart providers in the same industry all pick up the information, they all implement, you know, that's not on me.
That's
And
on you.
then, yeah, and then for me talking about economic development and helping local business, well, why are you mad at me? Because I'm trying to help the economy and I'm trying to help these towns and these cities and America rise up. I mean, we celebrate 250 years as a country this year in
Still not a lot.
2026.
And it's not a lot of years. Think about it.
No, it's
That was our
nothing.
great great grandparents, and I knew my great great grandparents. So
Mm,
not a long time ago.
yeah, that's a blessing right there.
Yeah,
No,
not
it's
a long time ago.
not. And the American dream is still alive.
Yeah,
And anybody can do anything, especially with these little things, these supercomputers that we
I
have,
hate those things.
right? I know you remember the 5.5, or was it 5.25 floppy, right? Or even the floppy drives, the old school
Yes, I do.
computer.
Yes, I remember those things. Oh,
uh, or the real typewriters where you had to like click, 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 and then click, click, click,
those
click.
things are hard because I learned how to type on those things. Those things are hard to like to press the buttons. You had to have muscles, like you
Yeah.
had to build your muscles.
And so, and that's funny too, because like my wife, I'll be in and I'll be in the zone and I'll be typing away and I type kind of how you were saying, and I'm just like,
Hmm.
um, and I'm just going at it. And then my wife, she'll be like, "What are you doing? That's not real." And then she'll be talking to me, and then she's like, "You're just fake typing." And I'm like, "Nah, look, I'll swing my computer around. I'll be like,
Hmm.
"There's what? I'm looking at you the whole time typing away." And she's like
Yeah.
coming in
Yeah.
from Dexter's laboratory, just banging on my stuff.
Oh my gosh. I wish we could be here forever. I love talking with you. Love it. And I know that your website, we're going to go ahead and put your website up there so people can see it, as well as tell people that it is the number five, types of consumers.com. That's five types of consumers.com, as well as purpose and precision.com. We're going to put the links to those websites in the description box so that it'll be easy for you to find them, and I am sure that Ralph would really love to talk with you if you have a book that fits his business and his company. You can submit it on his website. Am I correct? I thought I
Yes,
saw that.
ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes, happy to help. And we look forward to offering guidance and insights. And sometimes not everybody's the best fit for anybody, but if somebody comes in my world, I'm always going to do my best to make sure that they leave better than what they were.
I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Ralph, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. It's been an honor. It is an honor.
We've survived the butt whippings of our growth, and I think we have deserved to do the things we want to do in life.
100% agree, because that's what it's all about, right?
That's what it's all about. I want to thank you, Ralph. Thank you so much for being on the show, and nothing but success. Again, you guys, don't forget to go ahead and check out that book. It's Unlock the Five Hidden Consumer Types and Skyrocket Your Business. Five hidden consumer types. You're gonna go ahead and go to the website, and the website again is the number five, types of consumers.com. Thank you for watching.